3-point swing. If not for that play, the Packers win the game.
That's exactly right. Yeah. It was a very – and you got to give Packers credit. When the Cowboys went down there, and the Packers said, this is a road game for the Packers. I don't care. They had to come back and had chances at the end, but it's a tie.
I do have some concerns about their ability.
21 seconds. So, like I understand. We are taking for granted how far guys are kicking these field goals now. Yep. But that aggressiveness led to a fumble, which led to a score, which put you behind. And then the end of overtime there, that's when you think about that, we're in an era where it's coach to quarterback communication, where you're talking to the guy. The end of the game is inexplicable that would happen. So it's crazy. It's a tie. Green Bay should actually be thankful that they tied the football game when you just look at those two decisions alone.
I will say, when you're on the field in those moments, fog of war is a real thing. You'll forgive the illusion. It's a football game, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. It's chaotic, and it's hard to process in real time. But if that ball bounces, and Mike Tirico made the great point, if it gets deflected and flies up in the air, the clock runs out.
Yeah, and that's the point I'm making. So the coach to quarterback headset does not go out until about 15 seconds on the play clock. Well, the play clock's not a factor because they're hurrying up.
If he ad-libs even a little bit there.
And so that should be coming from the sideline, which is, okay, we're taking a shot, but the ball has to come out quick. We're running like it's got to be communicated. And to me, it looked like Jordan Love had no idea that there was urgency in that moment. They're extremely fortunate that McManus had an opportunity to even to kick the field goal.
What's this a signal for?
I mean, huddle up. Yeah,
that's what he was doing.
I mean, there's a lack of awareness.
And I'm thinking, if you do this, it's going to be lights out. So okay.
So I think big thing is, as much as it probably doesn't feel good for Green Bay, they are extremely fortunate to have a tie, and it may end up benefiting them later. I think the other story is Green Bay's defense needs to wake up somehow, because this was a group that everybody was really excited about. Now you add Parsons. They were good a year ago, and now all of a sudden, it doesn't seem like they can stop anybody. There was very little pass rush. They did not do a good defense. Maybe through 2 weeks, we thought they were something that they're not.
Dallas is already America's team and all that. Everybody's going to watch. That'll do a massive number on NBC, but it's going to get even more out of control because every game is apparently a pinball game.
Yeah, I mean, they are fun to watch. It was good quarterback play, bad defense.
Am I supposed to ask anything else about this game, Josh, or am I supposed to go forward? Okay. All right. I have more time. It's moving target. We come on late. I don't know if we're going to shrink. This Green Bay team that week 1 against Detroit and Thursday night against Washington, man, this team is something else. They let a 10-0 lead get away in Cleveland. They lose, block kick, long when they lose. This, they tie, and they're lucky to tie.
Yeah.
They go into a bye feeling what about who they are?
Oh, I think this should be, the last 2 weeks should be a wake-up call for them. Yeah, there's no doubt Cleveland's got a good defense, and so you can see how an offense maybe would have a hard time with Cleveland. But the way that game ended, and the way, when you consider, and coaches will talk about all 3 phases and all that, that's a loss that stings. Then, you have a game where it feels like you're dominating it at the very beginning.
Number 3 to get 6 again. In the blink of an eye, Dallas now leads 16-13. Green Bay gets a score to lead 20-16. Devontae Williams, big run, and you see Parsons, who we know is battling the back issues, lands hard on his lower back, headed to the sidelines, and it was sort of a back-and-forth battle to get onto the field for Parsons from there. A minute to go in the third, under a minute, I should say, and there's Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Parsons frustrated to be watching from the sideline. Fourth quarter, the wheels come off entirely of this game. It is just 23-20. Check that. Josh Jacobs into the end zone. Packers back in front, 27-23. Cowboys trying to answer. Prescott to Pickens. The drive continues. That was a 4th and 2. Pickens had 8 grabs for 134. Williams into the end zone. Dallas back in front. Shades of that Giants game. How many lead changes will we have? Dallas right back at you. That's Dobbs from Love. 3rd and 10, field goal would tie it. Who the hell wants a field goal? Not us. There's Dobbs with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Packers back in front, 34-30. Dallas looking to answer. This Packers defense, remember how great they looked the first 2 weeks against Detroit and Washington? They can't tackle anybody. Pickens is in again. In the blink of an eye, it's Dallas back in front. So now Green Bay, with all 3 timeouts, they don't even need to take a timeout as Love checks it down to Josh Jacobs. They're approaching field goal range. Another completion here. That's to Malik Heath. And they bring out Brandon McManus. And we've been desensitized to the fact that this is a 53-yarder and it's like a video game. It's dead center, right on the middle. Dallas starts with the ball. Green Bay won the toss. You give it to them because you get 4 downs to see what you need to do if you need to do something to answer score. This is an amazing ad lib where Prescott is flushed out, heaves one, and it's an amazing job from Jalen Tolbert. Those pebbles are the telltale and super slow-mo. Credit to the line judge. You got it right off the bat. All night long, Dallas was able to largely minimize the impact of that man, but then Parsons is able to chase down Dak. They settle for a field goal. So now Green Bay on 4th and 6. They need to answer. Love to Golden, the rookie. Now Love. That's to Dontavian Wicks. Out of timeouts, Green Bay and Love dump it off to Emmanuel Wilson. Look at the time, 20. Clock's ticking. Clock's ticking. Clock is ticking. He throws the pass with 3. It's incomplete, and with 1 second left after the pass to Golden falls incomplete. And here comes McManus, who looked to have injured himself on the kickoff. He didn't have much leg there, kind of winced away, but he's right down the middle. And all of that